friends, and welcome back to my corner of the internet. Today I have my husband Josh with me, and we're going to be doing the old wives' tales to see what the old wives' tales say our gender of our baby will be. Now, before we get started, I think we should both say what we think the baby is going to be.
Sure.
I think at this point I'm going to guess girl, that's going to be my solid guess. What do you think? He's been guessing girl this whole time. So
my intuition, I don't know. My first intuition was girl, but I've been leaning more towards boy the last couple days.
I think the closer we get to finding out, we're like, well, we don't know. Like,
Yeah.
we're kind of flip-flopping back and forth.
So I'm just going to make my official guess girl.
Yeah, I think so too. Because we've been guessing more girl this whole time, but I think the closer we're getting to it, we're like, well, it could not be a girl, so we're like feeling a little wish-washy about it. But I'm really excited to do these old wives' tales. So the first thing says morning sickness. So if you haven't had morning sickness, it's boy, and if you have had it, it's girl. And I haven't had any morning sickness. I have gotten like really nauseous some days, but I haven't like been throwing up or anything, so I would say no. So that's 1 point for boy. The next one is heartbeat, and it's like if it's less than 140, it's boy, and if it's greater than 140, it's girl. And at my ultrasound appointment, it was 135. So that's another point for boy.
Yeah, we're sitting here, all the wives' tales are starting to point at boy, but we're still guessing girl.
That's why I wanted us to guess before we did it, because like if it all points towards something, I feel like we'll start leaning that way.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted us to guess first.
Yeah.
Alright, so craving, salty or sweet. Okay, this one's kind of hard because I feel like I don't normally have a sweet tooth anyways. Like, so I already like really want salty foods. What would you say? Like, I mean, like, yes, I've been craving salty foods, but it's like I normally crave salty foods. The only thing that I have been craving that's like weird is like hamburgers and stuff.
Right.
But
yeah,
does that
you
fall
definitely.
under like salty or?
Yeah, that's like savory. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's way less on. It's more so. It said that the salty is for boys and sweet is for girls. Yeah.
I would definitely say salty because I haven't craved anything sweet at all.
Right.
But I don't normally crave anything sweet.
Have little snacks here and there, but like your cravings have been like hamburgers and meat and
French
savory
fries.
and French fries. Yeah. It's like savory stuff.
Yeah, so I guess another point for boy.
Yeah.
So the next one is the Ramsey method, which is how you like look at the ultrasound and like look at the position of it, and it should tell you if it's girl or boy. Apparently it's like 70% like right. But when I looked it up, I was having a hard time like figuring out how to read it because they kept saying like if it's abdominal, then it's like flipped, and I don't understand like when they say left or right, are they saying like left or right, or are they saying like if I put it, you know, like if I'm looking at it like this, left or right, or is it like because this is my stomach? You know, I don't know. Will you Google it and look and see?
Method?
Yes. And see if you can figure out how to read it, because I'm so confused. The more I looked at how to read it, the more confused I got, because they kept saying like, well, it could be flipped and it could be whatever, and I just like kept getting so confused. So anyways, this is what an ultrasound looks like, and it was transvaginal. So if you have a guess, you can comment it down below, because I can't figure out how to read it. But I'm going to see if Josh can figure out. If we go by that, I would say boy.
Would be boy.
But is it flipped? How do I know if it's flipped or not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that the view that you're seeing on your ultrasound is from like the top down. So this would be your right side, and this would be your left side. So like, does that make sense? Like I'm facing you, looking at your stomach.
Yeah, so if it was like this.
Yeah.
So that would be girl?
Yeah.
Wait, but no, they were saying that abdominal is flipped and transvaginal isn't, I think. I don't know. That's why I'm getting confused.
Yeah, I don't know any of those details. So.
I guess we'll just go by that picture that you saw. I guess we're just going to go by this picture that we see, because we don't know. And so if we're looking at it like that, are you saying it would be boy? Or are you saying if I look at it like this, it would be girl? Are you voting?
You guys will be able to see the screen recording. But
are you saying that we should say girl or boy? Because if I hold it like this, you're saying girl, but if we look at it like this, it's boy. So what are you trying to say?
No, I think if you do it either way, like you just flip the orientation the same, it's saying boy on both ends.
No, if we flip it,
It's the same.
Okay, whatever. Let's just say boy. This is so confusing.
Yeah,
I
don't
would
really
love for
understand.
somebody to explain it in the comments because this is so confusing to me. But I guess we'll just say another point to boy. We've literally got all boys, so we haven't got one girl yet.
I'm not really understanding the Ramsey method, so.
The next one is sleep side. If you sleep on your left or on your right, mainly it's boy or girl. So what would you say that I sleep on? Because I don't want to be like biased.
You usually start out, like, go to sleep on your. I don't know. It's not. You don't really have one bias towards one or the other. Like, some nights you fall asleep on your left, some nights you fall asleep on your right.
Okay, but what do I do more? We have to pick one.
I would say that you favor your right.
Okay, that's girl. Wait, that means
'Cause,
I'm
like,
facing you.
Yeah,
Okay, that was girl then. I was gonna let him.
that's what I was going by because, like, I'll come to sleep and she'll be facing towards my side of the bed.
Okay, so that is the
Your
first
right side.
the first point for girl.
Yeah.
Mood, either happy or moody. And this one's hard because, like, one of the reasons that I took a pregnancy test, if you saw my last video, was because I was being very moody. But I feel like more days than not, I'm not moody. What would you say? Like, I have my days. I definitely have my days where I'm moody, but I feel like as the majority of the days, I'm not.
There's not really a clear mood change or anything every day. It's more so just like
It's not, like, consistent, but I do
if
have
there's any
random
changes, it's whether you feel good or not. It's not really your mood.
Yeah. Like, I did have... Yeah, you're
It's
right.
like your physical.
Like, I don't feel
well-being.
good, but I'm not, like, moody.
Right.
So that's boy. Moody was girl, not moody is boy. And I have had days where I'm moody, but just not enough to be like, I've been super moody, you know? So I'm going to do boy. Balance, either clumsy or not clumsy. I would say not clumsy.
Yeah, you're not clumsy.
That's another point for girl.
I'm
Headaches.
the clumsy one.
He is definitely the clumsy one. Headaches, more or less. I would say more.
More.
I would
for
say
sure.
more. I've got headaches like almost every day. And that is boy.
Oh my gosh.
They're all gonna say boy. Alright, so the next one is the Chinese calendar, and this one's kind of hard because when I first found out that I was pregnant, I looked up the Chinese calendar, and I did it on like 5 different sites, and I got different results on all 5 sites. So, I mean, like different, there's only 2 options, but you know what I'm saying? It wasn't consistent, so I don't know which one to follow, so I'm gonna let you just look it up, pick a Chinese calendar, and figure it out, and we'll just go by whatever one he picks, I guess. Because from what I saw, it wasn't very consistent. Like, one website would say one thing, and then one website would say a different thing. So I'm just gonna let the first thing that he finds be the answer.
Number 12.
What?
I mean, 7th, sorry. I don't know why I was thinking the 12th.
Okay.
I think I was thinking 12/7/96.
That's okay.
I know my wife's birthday. It's a girl.
This one says girl. Okay, another point for girl. We'll just go with the first thing you found, because
Okay.
if we go to another site, you could say boy, and it'll just get
Yeah.
confusing. So let's just go with girl. Okay, the next one is dreams. If either of us have had a dream, apparently whatever you dream about is the opposite. Like, if you had a dream that our baby was a girl, then it's actually, you're supposed to get a boy.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you had a dream?
I think Riley Mays had a dream apparently.
Excuse me.
Hello. I haven't had a dream yet.
I haven't had a dream about, like, a baby, but I had a dream that we had a gender reveal party and that the confetti was pink. But I haven't had a dream about, like, an actual baby. So I don't know if that counts. I was going to count it because it's the only dream that I've had.
I've had dreams before, like before we knew we were pregnant, that we had a kid.
I don't know if those count because we weren't pregnant yet.
Yeah. The only one that I can vividly remember, we had a girl. And that was before
So
we were
both,
pregnant.
either way, we both had dreams about girls. So that means boy, because you dream of the opposite apparently.
Yeah.
So point for boy again. Boy is definitely gonna win this. Mom's skin, either glowing or not. I would say not. Like, my skin has been having like problems. I've been like, I mean, my face hasn't been like breaking out really bad, but I've been getting like rashes and like weird hives and stuff. So I'm gonna say problems.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
been,
girl.
You've been like having like itchy spells and stuff, and
Yeah.
so.
I wouldn't say like glowing, so I'm gonna go with problems and go girl. And then it says age plus month of conception. So, and then even or odd. 23 plus
5 is 28.
Which is even, which is boy. Everything says boy. Okay, mother's intuition. This one's hard, and because I know at the beginning of the video I said that I was voting girl. But when I first found out I was pregnant, I had this gut feeling that it was a boy, and I told him that. I was like, I know that I've always said that our first kid will probably be a girl because I always felt like it would be. But when I got pregnant, I all of a sudden had this gut feeling that it was a boy. And then after like 2 or 3 weeks, talking to him and my best friend and stuff, I was like, no, I think it's a girl. And so I changed my mind. And ever since then, I've been consistently thinking girl. So I don't know if, like, is my mother's intuition, like, me changing my mind to girl? Or is it, like, my first gut feeling? I don't know. Because my first gut feeling was boy.
My first gut feeling was girl.
I don't know.
That's not my, that's, you know, doesn't go into this.
I don't know. I don't know which one I should put. Because right now I do feel like it's probably a girl. Even though this is the same boy, like, I'm feeling girl. I guess I'll just give a point to girl. It doesn't matter. The girls aren't going to win in this. So last but not least is the ring test, which is apparently... Okay, this is confusing too because on some websites... Okay, hold on. The ring test is where you like get a piece of your hair and you put your wedding ring on the string and you hold it above your stomach or he'll hold it above my stomach and you try not to make it move, and if it goes back and forth, apparently it's girl, and if it goes in a circle, it's boy. But the thing that's confusing is some websites were saying the opposite of that. Like some websites were saying if it goes in a circle that it's girl, and if it goes back and forth it's boy. But I'm gonna go with just the first website that I saw, where the circle is boy and back and forth is girl, if that makes sense. So we're just going to go by that, but I did see that different sites were seeing different things, so I don't know what's right and what's wrong. So I got my piece of hair and I got my ring. I'm stringing it up. Here you go. Not doing anything really. Oh no, it's kind of moving back and forth. Like this.
Yep.
So that means
I'm trying to be as still as possible.
I think that means girl. Because it's just going.
Yeah, it's not really doing a circular motion, it's going in lines.
Yeah, so I would say that it's definitely girl. Alright, the last one is actually on a wives' tale, but I went on Instagram and I just asked everybody like what they thought, and I was gonna let like whichever one gets the highest votes be a point. So let's check it. Okay, well technically I just posted it like 10 minutes ago, so there's not that many votes on it, but right now girl is winning. Maybe in 24 hours I'll like re-look at it and give the point to whatever it is, because it's only been like 10 minutes and only a couple people have voted. So if I wait the 24 hours, then more people will vote, and then I'll let that be a point. So here's the results.
Yeah, let the results come all the way out.
Yeah, so here's the results to that. Okay, so according to the old wives' tales, it says boy. So that's interesting because we both think girl. But the majority of my family thinks boy. The majority of our family actually in general thinks boy. The only people that think girl are like me, Josh, my best friend, and my grandpa. Everyone else has guessed boy.
Yeah.
So I'm actually really curious to know, and we find out in just a couple of days. So maybe my next video will be revealing the gender. I'm not sure if it'll be my next one, but it'll definitely be very soon. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss that. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Can't reach the camera.
Falling. Oh, I fought so hard for you.